So this was the surfacing. Now you can see that was the generative shape design. Now you are in the part design. So now I have came to part design because I need to add material to that. Now in this close volume, you can see there is a close volume, close surface command. So I will use it. I'll just select this surface and my job is done. So I'll hide this surface now. Now you have a material field. Okay. Now this is the main body. So I will do some Boolean operations. I will assemble that part in the main body. So you can see now there is an assemble and there is a closed volume. Okay. So this is the tree that you need to maintain. How and why and how it is maintained, I'll show you further. Now again, we will try to take a section. You can see now the material is filled, right? This is a part now. You can take a section here, you can take a section here and check. You can see the part is made now. See, you have made a part out of a surface. Now I will show you. This is the A surface, which let's not go to this. Let's go to the input surface which we got. You can see this is the A surface. So first day I showed you some portfolios, right? In that portfolios, I showed you some surface overlapping. So this is called a surface. When the surface matches exactly with the part, it shows something, this kind of visuals. So this is the input surface that I got. You can see there is no change in this surface as it is from where it is there. See from this corner also it is as simple and as it is as it was in the first place. Okay, so I have not disturbed this surface, right? I have just taken a joint from that. Now you can see everything is matching. So this is what we need to do in our day-to-day life. Okay. So hope A to B, how we are doing A to B and how we are doing A, B, C is clear to you. So this is basically a closed volume creation class. You can call it as closed volume because you can see this is a closed surface. Okay. This is a closed surface. So we will be like, I'll just save this part. So we will be working on this part tomorrow also. I'll be showing to you how we are going to I will save it. So basically how a part is designed after using this, I will just try to just a minute, I'll show you a final part if I so this kind of parts. So let me just take you to a small ride. Just a minute. So basically you don't need to design only that part, okay? You need to design such features also. I'll show you how it works. So you are exceeding the time already, but not an issue. Yeah. So you can see this is a driver lower panel. This is what car parts looks like. See, this is the A surface where you will find nothing like in the PPT also you saw, right? You can see here. Where is that bit? See, you can see here. This is the driver lower panel, right? Something like this. This is the fuse box cover. Something like this. The part is there. You can see this one. Okay. Here will be the steering. Here will be the fuse box. So you can see this is the driver lower panel. And you can see here now. So this was the panel. There is these are the slots, and this is like how it will be mounted on this. So I will put a section here. You will get an idea. There is a section. So this section is basically in the like it was not like you saw it in the before. So this section is in the what we say in assembly workbench. Okay, you can see here. Now I will make the result that you can see it in a good way. Yeah. So is everybody able to see how this part is fixed on this? We'll take the section a bit forward. You can see here now. See, this is the clip. This clip will go inside this slot. There will be a another clip holder over here, and this part will be fixed to this part. See, here also it is fixed. Here you can have a very clear idea. You can see the coring is done in this case. It is still WIP, but yes, this is called as coring. I will tell you all these concepts will be clear to you. So this is the kind of work you guys are going to do. Okay, guys. So be ready. It is very interesting field and very kind of challenging rules. And yes, you will enjoy doing all these designs for sure. See, so this is an assembly structure. This is a part. This is a part. I'll show you. So this is just one part which I took in the assembly. So you can see here. This is the tooling direction. This is the tooling direction. You can see here. Design working elements. So input data. Then in plastic you can see A surface, B surface, C surface, A plus B plus C surface. So all these things are done here. This is A plus B plus C joint. And see the style surface is here. So this is kind of what we can say a tree structure that you need to follow. See, this is the style surface. So this was the style that we received, and we derived B surface from that. We did some operations. So how we came to conclusion that we need style till here only. How we cut the style. So basically, it is we get this input from the OEMs or the client itself. So see, you can see this. This is kind of surface what we got, and this is the kind of part we developed from it. Okay. So this part which we did now, this is just a part. So there will be some fixations over it, like these are the fixations. So there are access system for this fixation. There is point. You can see if there is a fixation here. So you can see there is this is the main body, and then we have the doghouse here. How it is made, you can see here. Okay, all these things are interesting things. So how it is trimmed over here, you can see there is a trimming. So we did this trim over here, then another trim is over here. So you can see the extra material is cut and this part is added to this part. And this is the main body of the part. So this is what is expected from you guys. And if you have this kind of knowledge, just tell me why anyone would not give you a job. If you have this kind of knowledge, if you had this kind of information upfront while you will be graduating, tell me why would you not be able to getting a job? I just I just wonder why you can't get a job. Okay. So hope I am clear. This kind of tool test you will be having when you will go and apply for some design jobs. Okay. We call this A class A surface, B surface, A to B conversion. Okay.
Yeah, hi. Hi,
Yes,
Omkar.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, someone was asking, okay, so what, okay, last week we learned that plastics are referred to as trims.
Yeah.
And today I'm hearing join, is join a term for surface? Okay. See,
Okay.
trim and join are commands in CATIA V5, but
Yeah.
whereas like, yeah, the plastic part, we call it as trims. So that trims is entirely different from the trim we are using in CATIA.
I'll show him, sir. See. Did you see the command trim? This is a join command. You can see here. I'll show you here. See. In operations, you'll find it. See. This is join command, this is trim command, split command, extract command, shape fillet command. So these are all commands. I was using that. So do you know why it is called as trims? If anybody can come out, you have the answer here only. I will tell you the answer. Why is it called as trim? So basically, this is a scan data prepared. This scan data is splitted for each and every part. Okay. So they decide where to split it. So they trim the part, and these all parts come together and they form a part. So it looks like they are trimmed to each other. That's why it is called as plastic trims. As simple as that. It's just the visuality effect that is giving you a trimming effect to each other. You can see this all part, each and every part is of different color. This is a green color, this is cyan color, this is some white color, this is blue. Basically adjacent parts. So you can say that this color is running from here till here till here. So this is one part. This yellow is another part. This green is totally one part. See, here is green. This is basically a finisher. So this is one part. This white, here is white, here is white. This is one part. This blue, this is the fuse box cover. See, this is the end cap of the instrumental panel. So this is instrumental panel itself is a trim assembly in which you have trimmed all those parts, one and one part, and they have been connected, joined to each other like in this, using this kind of fixations. Okay. Am I clear? Someone had a doubt. So that was a trim command, and this all trims part. So it is like you don't know why you call it as body in white, BIW. Why white? Why not body in blue? Why not body in red? It is just a term. Okay. You cannot question like your father called a parrot, you call it a parrot. As simple as that. There is no logic in that. Okay. At least
Yeah,
I don't know about the logic. If someone
sorry,
knows, please
I'll,
enlighten.
yeah. Body in white is called body in white because, see, this is actually a, usually the car body is made out of steel or
Yeah.
aluminum. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's mainly made of steel. So
Yes.
when, yeah, when you make a body of the car using steel, and before they paint the car, it will be completely in white. Okay, so that's why
Yeah.
the term came. Okay, so they call
Okay.
it as body in white. Whereas
Okay.
when
Okay.
you take the trucks or buses, okay, so you can see the cab. The cab of
Yeah.
the truck would be white in color. So
Yeah.
instead of
White,
body in
gray
white,
color. Hmm.
they will call it as cab in white, CAW. For any
Okay.
trucks, we call them as cabin white, whereas when you come to passenger cars, it will be called as body in white.
Okay. Okay. I was not aware of this term, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, any questions? You can unmute yourself, raise your hand. Yeah, Ram. Yeah.
So which is better for the industry, SolidWorks or ये CATIA
See,
for
what is
the future
better,
times
what
to
is not better is not the question. That's what this internship is based for, is mainly focused on the same, to do the exact same thing. We need to shift your thinking from a college project level or college level thinking to market level thinking. So now, and it is perfectly fine to ask this question. I am thankful for you to bringing up this. This is because when you are thinking as an industry professional, it doesn't matter. Okay, your
okay sir.
question is whether it is good or bad, whether it is useful or not. I don't have that.
Yes.
Basically, if you ask me, I don't have that authority to tell, because if I say SolidWorks is better just because I like its mouse controls, it doesn't mean that a company will shift to SolidWorks tomorrow. They are going to use CATIA, right? They are using this for how many years now? It is more than like 20-25 years now. At that time, mouse were of square shaped. You people may not even be knowing. I also have not seen a mouse. My senior, who is like having now 35-40 years of experience, he is saying that we used to handle mouse with two hands and it was of square mouse. So from that time, CATIA is being used in automotive industry. So, and plus Dassault systems. So basically, SolidWorks and CATIA both are of Dassault system only. So we are no one to judge which is better, which is not. Basically, the company is using CATIA. So yes, so I'm not in a position to answer that, Ram.
Okay sir, thank you.
Yeah.
Ram,
Yeah.
yeah, to add to your point, Omkar, okay, so Ram, it depends entirely on where you want to work. Okay, so for example, if you want to work with automotive, then see the companies which work in like which come into automotive, they predominantly use CATIA. Or sometimes if you check the German OEMs, they use NX. So, but if you want to work with any manufacturing industry or any semiconductor industry, then they might be using SolidWorks. If you are working with any off-road industry, then they might be using Creo. If you're working with special purpose machineries, they'll be working Creo. If you're working with power plant, if you're a power design industry or like solar power or wind power, they might be using Inventor. So it entirely depends on which company uses which software. So it depends on your career goals, where you want to work, and based on where you want to work, yeah, you can learn that particular software.
Okay sir, thank you for answering.
Okay.
Yes, Vishwa, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Vishwa, tell me.
Sir, actually, I want. Can I perform the automotive design in the NX?
Yes, you can.
Do you prepare that? Okay.
It is up to you. They see which, basically what I think is you should see the market share. Okay. How much, how like, uh, I can see what I know is like 20% or less than 20% companies are using NX and remaining are using CATIA. So what is the target? Like sir told right now. So you should know in which field you need to work, and according to that, which company are you targeting, and according to that, the software you should learn. As simple as that. Like if you want to work in BMW and you're trying to learn UGNX, that is not going to work. If you want to work in Mercedes, yes, UGNX would come handy. But one thing I'd like to add from my personal experience, like I had an interview in Mercedes, right, I think in 2020 or 2021. So before that, they were very skeptical and very strict about their UGNX software interviews. So they were, if you don't know UGNX, they would not even interview you. Okay, this was the condition back then in 2019. But afterwards, like in 2021, I or 22 or 21, I think I gave the interview. At that time, I was not doing UGNX, but my friend was there in Mercedes, so he referred me because they were not getting people for NX. So then they started that you, even if you know CATIA, we will take you, we will train you to NX, and then we'll put you to work. So this is the condition. So it is totally up to you, Vishwa.
Okay.
Okay.
Second, I know. Okay, I know one thing.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, in which field the NX is most prominent and useful?
If we cannot say field, like in automotive domain, NX is already, like Stellantis is a company. Stellantis is using UGNX. Okay. See, some companies have made transition to NX. So Stellantis and Mercedes are one of them. Okay. So it is just according to that. So, but the market share for NX is a bit less than CATIA. CATIA is like, it is being used from ages. NX has been like a came NX came to market 10 years ago. Okay. In 2015-16, NX was launched. Basically, just because Mercedes shifted to NX, it got some market. Otherwise, CATIA is pure love, bro. CATIA is cannot be replaced. I'm using it for 10 years now.
Okay.
And people who are working on NX, who have been working on CATIA, they also say that there is no match to CATIA. But it is a cheaper version. Basically, I think that Mercedes may be regretting now, but yes, they have been moved to NX. I don't know. So I think you know NX from before, right, Vishwa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's why you are asking. Not an issue. Any question? We are already running late. Okay, guys, then we will end it then. Okay. Let's meet tomorrow. We will talk about some mounting features, how they are, and what kind of mounting features are. I will just show you some and explain about that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Bye, guys.